You know what's on my mind today? Fanaticism or fanatics here on my daily thought bubble. The other day, I was on Twitter and somebody posted something. They tweeted about how Pinoy was a great president. And I disagreed. I said that I thought Pinoy wasn't a good president. I thought there were so many things wrong with him. And what happened was shocking to me, actually. I was attacked by all the Pinoy supporters. Attacked. And I have never experienced being attacked by Pinoy supporters. Maybe because I don't often, people don't often hear me talk about how bad I thought Pinoy was. And that's what was surprising to me, was how they attacked me. Because they attacked me with the same zest and fervor as I would see with the DDS. I got called stupid. People were comparing me to the DDS, and some people were actually assuming that I support Duterte or I'm a Dutertard. And I even got Jim Paredes to ask me if I was on drugs. And that surprised me that I was attacked that much. Now, looking at it, stepping back and being able to assess the situation, I realized that the DDS or the Duterte diehards and the Dilawans or the people that support Pinoy are actually flip sides of the same coin. And this is what being a fanatic is all about. Being a fanatic is when you have an undying love and uncritical devotion to your leader or the person you idolize. And in this case, it would be Duterte or it would be Pinoy. And they are opposites. And they are both terrible presidents. Now, I wasn't really affected much by the insults or anything. I was a little bit surprised, to be honest with you, by Jim Paredes asking if I do drugs, mocking me like that, because I would assume that I would get more of an intellectual discussion on how Pinoy was not a good president and what he could have improved on. But instead, I just got attacked, and people were saying, "Look at Duterte, he did worse." But I'm like, I never said Duterte did any better. I'm just saying that Pinoy didn't do great. So it seems like for whether you're Dilawan or you're a DDS, there's this presumption that if one person is supporting one, then that automatically means they're against the other. And one of the arguments that made me think was how people that supported Pinoy would criticize Duterte so that they can make Pinoy look better. Remember, putting somebody down to make yourself look better doesn't really make you look better. And it says a lot about you than it says about them. And I'm not saying that I'm not critical of Duterte, because I'm very critical of Duterte, actually. So for the people that have thought that I was like a DDS because I didn't like Pinoy, never voted for him, that says something about your lack of awareness. So that's the biggest problem with politics in the Philippines and politics all over the world nowadays. And there are a lot of fanatics out there, and fanaticism does not have any place in politics and should not be in politics. It is not helpful. It is not healthy, and I think it is the root of all the problems that we have in this country. Now, when you're a fanatic, you do lack the awareness of your own thoughts, of your own actions, and basically just a lack of introspection. And if you look at it, the basic problem with that is that you're not critical anymore. And let's be honest with ourselves. No human is perfect. We all make mistakes. Therefore, even your president makes mistakes. So this is a good time to remind yourself to not just love your president undyingly, but to love your country first. And that's more important. Because if you love your country, then everything else follows from that. Look at the problems we're having now. When you love your president and not your country, and your president betrays your own country by supporting and giving preference to another country, then you have no choice but to support that president and now give up your love for your country. And in a sense, you actually become unpatriotic. So, whether you're a Dilawan or a DDS, for me, I realize that you're both the same. You're both fanatics. And when you're a fanatic, you don't see anything wrong with what the person does. And that is the biggest problem of all. So how do we solve this? You solve it by being patriotic instead of being a fanatic. And if you can do that, then you can assess what everyone else does and decide if what they're doing is good for your country or not. And that's it. Those are my thoughts for today. This is Chris Tan. Follow me on my Spotify, my Daily Thought Bubble, and on my YouTube at Chris Tan is here, or on Instagram at I am Chris Tan. Thanks so much, everyone. And that's my Daily Thought Bubble.